Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know I said I wasn't going to do more doll related videos, that I wanted to mix things up, but I have so many dolls that I want to show, because I also want to share my collection, so we are going to... It's going to be very heavy on the dolls here while I get used to filming and stuff like that. I did film another video and the audio was really bad, so I'm really hoping that this one a little bit better. This is me testing, pushing in the microphone. Maybe that helps, if anything, so I'll know more when I go into editing this video so you can see. And then here is me no longer touching it, so hopefully it works. I'm gonna do my best not to touch it so that, you know, nothing messes up. So yeah, so today we are taking a look at last year's designer collection. I do have 5 of these. I do have 5 of them. I'm gonna get the 6th one. I'm just being more responsible right now because I am saving for a house. So I'm waiting for next month to get that. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at Disney Designer Collection Belle. She is one of 5210. I do not like these boxes. The dolls are amazing, but I personally do not like these boxes. And I do think it's a neat gimmick that this opens. However, I don't like the size of these boxes. It just makes them harder to store, and it makes them harder to put away and display and stuff. And also it collects all this dust. See that? Look at all that dust. My camera's about to die, so we're gonna try to get through at least the cover quickly. So you can see it looks like it's a curtain because this line is part of a like stage dance or whatever, like a performance-based line. So all the boxes look the same with the curtains. It has the 2 tabs and this gold base. This is all the same information. It has Disney Designer, except the name changes and the color of the curtains change as well. Up here we have the classic Disney Store logo, and I do believe over here we have that classic 6+. Now the thing I really do like about these is the artwork. The artwork for all of these dolls is absolutely incredible. It's very well thought out, and the dolls I do believe were translated pretty well from this art to the actual doll. And so we can see here Belle in a beautiful pose. There's a little star there, and we have the little roses that are very true to Belle, kind of all around her. And I do really like this print. I kind of want these prints in print form so I can frame them, so maybe I'll look for those later. And here is all of the information. So we can see Disney Designer Collection. Let's see right here, it says Taking the Stage. It's the dance series. So here's the information. You can pause it. It has it in all the different languages, and also the included verification. I do like that they don't put all that information down here at the bottom. I think this looks cleaner. I will give them that about this box. But one thing I don't like is that on my other ones, this top bit here is starting to come up, and I do know that that is an issue with a lot of them. But without further ado, let us go ahead and open up Belle. So these just slide open, and here she is. She's got the plastic, which we'll go ahead and we'll take out. And the interesting about these is that it does have this curve. I do think that it ruins the look of the doll, and it's also very reflective. It's also very reflective, and I can't find it to block it. But this is the doll inside of the box. We're gonna go ahead and take off the plastic just so that we can go ahead and have a better look at Belle here. Just one last shot of what it looks like in the box. Now that we have that glare away from her a little bit, you'll see it there, but all right, let's go ahead and take off the plastic. Alrighty, so I've decided to just go ahead and film this on my phone because if the audio is bad on my camera, I cannot handle it if I have to film it again. I think I filmed that video of this Cinderella 3 times already, and I'm cursed. But I'm just gonna go ahead and use my phone. Hopefully the audio sounds great. Hopefully it looks great. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and dive right in. So here's an overview of Belle here. Now, this was a controversial doll because nobody liked this part, how it's short here and then it has like the long part around it. I personally don't mind it since it is a dance, and you know, I'm assuming I don't dance, but a dancer's legs need to be free to do whatever it is they're going to do on stage, and I think she looks great. I do know some people went in and took this out and added stuff to the floor, and that to me defeats the purpose of the designer collection, because this line is meant to have like more creative freedom rather than just making another Belle doll. But you know, to each their own. So let's go ahead and start with the background. We can see the gorgeous chandelier scene in this abstract kind of way. It's the whole ballroom scene, and you know, with the abstract painting, at least it's insinuating that it's the ballroom scene. But she looks great. Starting up at the top, we have the classic Belle updo with the with the bun, I mean, and yeah, she looks great. Rooted hair, rooted eyelashes, really nice face mold. Knock on wood that I have not had any bad face molds. She does have a little choker there. Also gold, I believe it's metal, maybe, or maybe just molded plastic, but she does have that little rose little necklace there. Coming down, we do see a lot of these roses. I do like this aesthetic. It gives it like a softer look than just like the plain rose. I think that would have been too much, but this gives it like a subtle, like, there's roses under there. And it gives a classic Belle look, I think. And then we also have this black piece here with some embroidery. I think that's a nice touch, really nice contrast with the gold and the red. And then coming down, she has a nice full skirt. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Right here, we can see she has 3 layers of this sheer fabric just to make it less see-through. And then these, I think are plastic. I'm pretty sure these are just molded plastic. But they have like little rose designs, the little swirls. They add a nice touch. They really bring out the doll a little bit. It gives it a sort of shine that the embroidery and the gold doesn't give it. But here we have more roses. I think it looks like a curtain, I think. And the roses are pulling back the curtain. And I think I like it. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. But I do like when we get these swirlies on dolls. I do like those. Those are nice touches. And then we have this embroidery on this outer layer here. Again, more roses. It does stop right there. I kind of wish it would have gone all the way around. But I don't debox. So you know, it is what it is. And then she's got some tights. And I do know some dolls are coming without the tights. And her shoes. Shoes are really interesting. They have, let me see if I can turn it here. Her shoes, that's what the shoe looks like. I'm not sure what the idea was. I kind of don't like them. I know a lot of people do. They just, I don't know. It's just a different, I don't know. It's just a different style. I know nothing about fashion, FYI, so everything is just my own. But, you know, it's there. They're there to stay. I'm glad they could join us. And then in the back, we can see that we have the certificate of verification. I have number, let me zoom in here. I have number 351 of 5210. And this doll released in 2025. And been carefully designed, but didn't ensure every detail was perfect. So here is another overview of the Belle. I do like all of the gold and the embroidery. I'm glad we're getting some embroidery back rather than just screen printing. At $129, I would hope we have some of that. I just think that these boxes are absolutely massive. I have Ariel and Gaston from the year before, the Midnight Masquerade. And those boxes were perfect. Those boxes would have been perfect for this line, I feel. I think they should continue those rather than these. These ones are just really big and really bulky, but you know, who am I? I am but a simple collector. I'm probably going to buy them anyways. And I think she looks great. Is she my most favorite doll? No. But I do think that she is a really nice doll, and I'm glad to add her to my collection. Like I said, I do have 5 of these, and I am gonna hopefully record these in the order that I got them. And so up next, we are going to take a look at Esmeralda. So stay tuned for that one, but I think she's just a really good Belle doll. I don't think Belle is one for performances, but this doll is definitely changing my mind. And so yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know if you got this doll, or if you have any other dolls with the whole line, or if you also got the whole line. And definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.